Okay, so for this video, I'll show you how to create a time-lapse drawing inside of Blender. So for example, I have this drawing of the golden snake, from Egypt maybe, and I'm gonna use this as a example. First, in the grease pencil interface, you hover the mouse here. Click this tab and change it to dope sheet. And for this, I'm gonna set the opacity to 1 for all these layers. And right click and insert keyframe for all of those. And I'm gonna set the opacity of cleanups and coloring layer to 0. And everything is keyframed. Now go to the modifier, add modifier, and I'm gonna go to the generate and select build. And you're going to see it start generating. Yeah, it's kind of stuck. Yeah, so this modifier start creating each like a line stroke, each strokes for 10 frames, for 100 frames. So if I shrink the frames, like say 50, then this drawing is going to finish the time lapse, the growing of strokes by this given frames. Yeah, apology for being stuck. Right around here. This is where all the building these strokes is gonna stop. So if I hover over to the mouse to these dope sheet and then I press Ctrl T, and the dope sheet is gonna transition from number of frames to how many seconds. So I'm gonna make a rough lines to draw for 5 seconds, which is 129 frames here. I'm gonna select and copy, and I'll hover over here and just paste. And this is where the rough drawing is going to end. Okay. And after this build modifier is set, I'm gonna go to dope sheet and press M. It's gonna mark the keyframe here, so you can see we're going to add another keyframes. Now just press the left arrow on the keyboard to just move the 1 frame back. And select, right click on this line's opacity and select keyframe. And I'm gonna set this to like 0.3. So you can see the opacity started down a little. And I'm gonna go back again, and I'm gonna insert keyframe on cleanup and set the opacity of this cleanup layer to 1. And before adding a new build modifier, I'm gonna influence this build modifier only on the rough drawings. And you can now select another build modifier here. And this one is only going to influence the cleanup. This frame 129 is where this cleanup drawings are going to start the time lapse, the drawing itself. So I'm gonna select the current keyframe and then paste it into the delay over here. And now we preview Now you start preview. Now this layer is draw itself. We're gonna end this to right around here, but we don't know where. We're not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure where the frame is ending really soon. So I'm gonna increase the frames, and you see when I increase the number of frames, and you see the lines are kind of disappearing because the times are increased. Because the times are increased, it was used to end right here, but now because I increased the number, so the cleanup drawings is going to end building itself right around here. And I'm gonna use the keyboard. Use like a left and right arrow to make sure where the building these strokes are where it's gonna end. So it ends at 262 frames. I'm gonna copy it. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna mark. I'm gonna make a new mark here. I'm just gonna increase the frame. And then move back a little. And insert keyframe on opacity of coloring layer. And move the timeline to the right. And then I'm gonna increase to 1. I'm gonna minimize that. Go to add modifier again. We're gonna add the last one here. I'm gonna copy the current frame influence and select the coloring. I'm gonna delay this to frame 262. And when I play here, okay. So I'm gonna leave this to like 100 frames for just doing demonstrating for this video. And I'm gonna mark here. This is the last one. And I'm going to keyframe here. Keyframe the opacity of the rough line, and then move up. And I'm gonna turn this off. Turn the opacity to 0. I'm gonna save it, and let's preview how it looks. All right, so this is how you create the time-lapse drawing inside of Blender, and I really hope this video helped you guys to follow along. And if you guys have any questions, then leave the comment down below, and I'm more likely to help. So thank you so much for watching.